So for this problem, they're asking us is um, the percentage, a higher percentage of Americans work at home compared to what was happening back in 2000. Okay, so our null hypothesis is that the proportion is the same as it was back in 2000. Our alternative hypothesis is that it is increased higher. Okay, now we know that there are 8 successes out of 150 that they collected for the sample. And so I guess what we want to do is, I guess I'm going to do this from a p-value approach first, and then we can certainly look at the classical approach. Well, when I draw the classical approach. So we're saying we know the central limit theorem says this is a normal distribution. We are saying that the true center of this distribution is 3.2%, and we want to find out what would make an extreme value. And in this case, a 5% level of significance. Since we are only cared about the one side of it, higher, we're going to put all 5% of that error up here. So what we'll want to do is, if the mean is 0, we want to find the z-score that'll cut off that top 5%. So if we go to this table that Dr. Sullivan gave us, we want a right-tailed 5% level of significance. So we're going to be looking for a z-score bigger than 1.645. Okay, so 1.645. So now we can certainly do this by hand. We can also use technology, and that's what I'm going to choose to do. So here at StatCrunch, I'm going to choose to do a one sample proportion with summary. I had 8 successes out of 150 observations. We're calling this 0.032. We're calling it greater than. We don't want a confidence interval. What did I just do? I see. Error, user error. Let's see if that'll take it now. All right, so I'm going to grab this. So I need to look at this z-score right here. Let's get a highlighter going. And I'm going to compare that z-score with that number, and I know it falls in this region, or as I've said in other videos, that this is the happy place. So the happy place means that the null hypothesis is true. It's there, so we can't reject HO. It doesn't look like a higher proportion of Americans work at home right now. Now, if we wanted to tackle this using a p-value, we're gonna look at the level of significance is 0.05. The p-value is 0.68. This is bigger than the level of significance. See, the level of significance is the chance that you're wrong if you decide HO is wrong. So they said anytime you're less than a 5% chance of being wrong, we're going to say HO is incorrect, we're going to reject it. This is too big. This is saying there's a 6.8% chance or a 6.9% chance we're wrong, which is too high a level of error to be acceptable. So we can't reject HO, and that kind of confirms what we talked about a minute ago here with the z-score and the reject critical region. Okay, so I hope that helps, makes head and tails of this for you.